Mr. Secretary, good to see you.
Thank you, Senator.
A little bit of Pacific Northwest business. I told the Bush administration, George W. Bush, his folks, that Bonneville wasn't going to get sold off on my watch. And it isn't going to get sold off now either. So I just want to put you on notice on that.
Yes, sir.
We also are very concerned in our part of the world about eliminating the National Energy Technology Lab at Albany, which I think is doing singularly good work. I was in Albany, Oregon, just a couple of days ago and heard again. I hope you'll reconsider that. I do want to ask you about Hanford, because you're up on the layout there. You were there recently. On March 6th, the project director for the waste treatment plant sent the private construction contractor a letter demanding that the company explain why it couldn't document that the steel used at the plant was up to safety standards. And the project director said that this was a potentially unrecoverable quality issue. Basically, what that means in English is they couldn't open the plant after billions of dollars had been spent and decades of effort, if that was actually the case. A week later, Mr. Hamill was transferred. And I like to believe the best in people, but it's hard to see that that was a coincidence. So I want to ask a couple of yes or no questions. I want Mr. Hamill to promptly provide the committee with a detailed history and explanation about this potentially devastating safety issue at the $17 billion waste treatment plant that hasn't yet treated an ounce of radioactive waste. Will you, yes or no, direct him to provide us that information?
Yes.
Great. Second, I'd like you to make Mr. Hamill available to us so that we can ask him directly without interference about this issue. Will you do so?
I'm not sure I can make him do that, but the
No, will you
but the request would certainly
you will
be
tell him that it's acceptable to you for him to sit down directly with us.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Then I think that just allows me to wrap up and save the chair a little bit more time. This is extraordinarily important.
Yes, sir.
We have seen billions of dollars go into this. You've now got the project director saying that there is a potentially devastating safety issue, and he has just been transferred after reporting this. So this story really needs now to get into the details. It's a whistleblower story. It is a safety story. It's an accountability story. When you met with me privately before you were confirmed, you said that on those kinds of issues, we could work together. The answers you've given this morning are constructive. I need follow-up. We need to have this done promptly. And if it's not, then we'll have to go the route of the Inspector General. I'd rather not have to go that route. And by indicating that you will tell him to provide us the information, the detailed history and the explanation of this potentially devastating safety issue, that's a constructive first step. And that you will tell him it is acceptable to you that he meet with us without interference. That's a constructive step. So I look forward to pursuing this and talking about it more in the future.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you. Sounds like you got